Hello everybody, my name is Connor and welcome to OP08. I am so excited and I know you guys voted for Marco and I'm sure you guys were expecting me to be playing Pudding first, but I can't pull any 9 bombs, so thankfully I have most of the stuff I need for Marco, so we're playing Marco. So we are playing against my friend Ron on black, Luffy, and we drop our Izo first turn, and we bottom deck our Alt-Art Rayleigh, which is such a bummer. I think Rayleigh would have been really helpful in this game, but I digress. So my opponent plays out the Borsalino, grabbing the Suru, which is a nice 2k to have. And as you guys can see, my hand is not looking great. It's looking better now. We have 2 Whitebeards. Not too much, unfortunately, but we do have the peel-off that's going to help us. We swing 5 with lead because I just feel like this was my best option. Swinging 5 with lead and drawing 2 with the peel-off, we get a Seaquake, another Seaquake, and Izo, and at this moment, I am learning that I need to take the time and shuffle. We were trying to go a little bit fast, because we were trying to get this game done between rounds at our last pre-release. And he goes ahead and swings 6, and I end up getting the Gravity Blade. I don't trigger it, drops the Brook, and passes turn. We top deck the Sanji, which is great. But as I was saying, we were trying to get this done between rounds at a pre-release, and thankfully I was, we had an opportunity to pause it and leave it where it was. So you'll see a weird cut, but we end up Marco abilitying just to try and cycle my hand. We get an Izo out of hand, and I'm thinking about putting Izo at the bottom of the deck, and I do. I'd like to hold on to the Newgate. I go ahead and minus Brook by 2,000, making it a 2,000 cost character, or a 2,000 power, excuse me, not cost. And I tap 1 to play Seaquake. I wanted to get rid of Brook. I felt like I didn't want him to have the ability to just Brook everything. But besides that, I guess I could have played Izo. Izo might have been a better option, but we're playing Izo and then swinging the rest. But we do end up passing turn. As I said, we were trying to go fast, so I'm not doing too much thinking here. But this deck, honestly, it feels so good. Like, I didn't expect much, but, like, I don't know if it's, like, the color of the sleeves, or, like, how the cards feel, or the leader ability, but I was like, oh my god, this deck is so fun. I've heard someone, I can't remember who, I don't remember if it was somebody I watch or somebody in my group, comment that Marco kind of feels like Red Purple Law, and yeah, I could definitely feel the same type of vibes. So we are at 7 Dawn. We do have the Gravity Blade, and I'm thinking about Gravity Blading. I'm pretty sure I do. Definitely looking back at this game, I'm definitely seeing that I think I should have used Marco ability to cycle my hand and just try and establish some bodies on board. I think I'm like in the mindset space of this is a red deck, we are running fast. But not only are we a red deck, we are running fast, we are also a blue deck. So playing a little slower, making sure his board stays clear, building out my board, these are things that I should have done. But yeah, definitely something to think about. He swings the 5, and I go ahead and counter with Izo, and dropping the Gecko gets a Kuzan and a brand new. It does the brand new effect to search, and I think he grabs Borsalino. Yep, grabs the Borsalino, putting Rebecca, and that's Robin. Oh my gosh, forgot her name. And we get another 9-beard, so we have 3 in our hand, plus a Sanji, and we are at 9 Dawns, so not really a great opportunity to play 9-beard, or not to play 9-beard, but I can't play 9-beard and Marco ability, so I Marco ability, send one of the 9-beards to the bottom of the deck, I minus Kuzan, I do forget about that for a minute here, or I don't point it out, I guess, but yeah, there I am saying, oh, leader ability minus Kuzan. That was something I kept forgetting, so I do like this. I do end up C-quaking the Kuzan, just because I know next turn I am playing Sanji. I am playing the Sanji into the what is his name? Newgate, of course. And yeah, I don't want him to have the Kuzan to be able to minus one of them by 5 so easily. So I know I'm gonna drop Blocker Marco. Definitely think I should have dropped Blocker Marco earlier. Yeah, I just swing really aggressively here. I definitely see a couple places where I should have, instead of maybe like trying to control board or something, I should have just worked on establishing my board and worked on cycling my hand. So, I mean, it sucks to lose the first game I play in OP08, but it was fun, and that's what's important to me. Spoiler alert, I'm so sorry. I drop Marco here, and we go ahead and pass turn. Our hand isn't looking great. It's not looking too great. I'm definitely concerned, especially the Gecko. Honestly, like, I felt like I had some pretty good momentum, but Gecko, he was tough to deal with. And speaking of Gecko, there's another one. So speaking of tough to deal with, now there's 2 on board. So this time, instead of grabbing the Kuzan again, which I would have been like, oh no, I think he ends up grabbing the, I want to say Subaru, if I remember correctly. Yep, there she is. Yeah, so he grabs Subaru, and he's about to grab a Rebecca. Honestly, really solid play. Can't be mad. And sorry, I just bonked my mic. With Rebecca, he grabs back the, what is her name? I think he grabs back Nico Robin. I don't know why I can't think of Robin's name tonight. It is pretty late, and I still have to edit this video, but you know what? Things we do for our card game, you know? So yeah, two Whitebeards, a Sanji, and 2 Jozus. Your boy needs to learn to shuffle. He ends up playing out the Brook and minusing Marco by another one. He's a 1-cost leader now, so he's not going to be popped, but yeah. So he goes ahead and swings 9 with the Gecko, and I end up taking, and I get King Do for a 2k, which is nice. And then I go ahead and block here, and this is kind of a dumb move. I'm going to grab King Do, and I'm like, no, I don't need this Whitebeard. I don't know if I do need the Whitebeard. I don't like that play. So I end up leaving the Dawn there just because I know I'm going to leader ability. And we go ahead and leader ability. Do I leader ability twice? Holy shit. It's okay, it doesn't help me because there is a cut coming up. We did pause the video, and I did. Yep, okay. So, I leader ability twice. It doesn't help me. Oh my goodness, I'm embarrassed. We put the. Oh wait, was that draw for game? I'm not sure. I do something here. I think I leader ability twice. We Sanji in the Newgate, and leader Marco. I think I minus the Gecko. Might have been better to minus the. Yeah, I think I minus Gecko and then playing Newgate makes me a 5, 6, 7, 8. I think. Yeah. So he goes ahead and counters out. I didn't want to swing into Gecko because we would be even. Actually, I might have minus the Brook. I don't know. That was. Alright, you know what? It's very possible I forgot to minus. So yeah, sorry about that. I think I mentioned earlier we did have to play one more match of pre-release after or in the middle. That's the word I'm looking for. Our hand is looking okay. At least we have 2Ks, but it is a scary place to be. We don't have a lot of bodies on board. Well, we have 2 big bodies on board, which feels nice, but we are also playing against black, which, yeah, and there's the Ice Age. So I end up playing Ice Age to minus my Newgate by 5. I pull him down there just so we know, because we don't have any dice or anything on us. And then, let's see here. He ends up playing the Robin, and Robin minuses him by another 5. I thought Robin popped him, but no, Robin is a minus effect, but the Brook will go ahead and pop him, so he minuses Marco and then pops the Newgate, which is definitely rough. That Robin, pretty wild. So I give him the King Do as a 2K, because I know I've got several more hits coming, and I don't want to take the, as not good as giving a 2K for the Brook felt. I knew I was pretty much cooked. So I end up taking this hit. We get another Marco, which isn't bad. Let's see. Is there a world where he swings the 9 here and I counter out of that one? Probably should have countered out of the 8. Like, ow, I trashed the Marco. I think that... We get the peel off here. I think it might have been better to potentially... Might have been better to potentially, well, counter out of the Luffy hit and keep Marco, to play Marco down here. We leader ability and draw into the Gravity Blade. And so my thought here is, okay, I have rushed Jozu. So I could go for the Jozu, but he's got a lot in hand. That stack is his hand. So I go ahead and I minus that Gecko, hoping to make it a little easier to deal with. And so I'm sorting out my Dawn, just trying to figure out, because I am trying to figure out, like, if I rush Jozu, can I get game? I think that's my best chance at game. I think I'm definitely, I haven't had a lot of practice on Marco on the sim or anything, because I've been working on my pudding list. But this list feels good. This is really fun. So I go ahead and I poke 9 just to see what he can do, because at this point I'm thinking, if I can't get game, if he can counter out a 9, I can't get game. I need to try and protect myself. And he drops the Subaru. No, yes. Subaru. No, Tashigi. My bad. And, a couple more counters, it looks like it. Borsellino, I think. I end up tapping 3 to play the peel off, and I get a Sanji, which is, you know, not great right now. But we do get Dofi, so I'm thinking, okay, there's a chance. There might be a chance, depending on what my life is, depending on how things go here. I tap 1. I don't know if this was the play, but I do end up making that Gecko a 5 cost, because I realized he doesn't have any blockers. I think I probably should have just cleared board this turn instead of trying to go for game. I don't think that, I mean, I think I don't know if there was a chance. But we do end up sorting, and we get a Rayleigh. That's my beautiful proxy Rayleigh. It's just a sticker. I printed out a sticker, and I stuck it on the card really bad so people knew it was a proxy. I meant to make it black and white, but I didn't. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll set it up so I draw into Kingdu, and I can Sanji into Rayleigh, if I can live. I'm thinking, okay, I can block. I have 1, 2. I could potentially get out of a Brook hit. I'm not sure. We'll see what we can do. It's slim. Maybe he's gonna go into the Sanji. Who knows? 3 cards in hand, 2 of them are Sanji's. It's tough. It is looking grim here. And he ends up just playing Sanji, so he saw my Sanji and raised me another Sanji and popped my blocker, which at this point I was like, I'm pretty cooked. I am pretty cooked. So he swings the 7, minusing the Sanji by 5, if I'm not mistaken. And I get the, what is that, Fire Fist, I think? And I end up popping Brook. The trigger is KO of 5,000 power or less, or 5,000 power, yes, not cost, power. And, so that's 1 less hit. He ends up playing down another Brook, popping Sanji, and he goes ahead, attaches the Dawn, and I'm like, well, he's gonna swing 7, I can't get out of it. So, definitely learned my lesson, gotta shuffle, and I'm showing him, like, look what I cooked up. It was gonna be fire, it was absolutely gonna be fire, but unfortunately, couldn't get there. But this deck feels pretty good. I am gonna tweak a couple of things with it, just a little thing, no big deal, but yes, I'm so excited for OP08. I know my local meta is gonna have a lot of puddings, it sounds like, judging by people asking. So you guys are gonna see a lot of pudding games, but I'll start on Marco. I'll probably play I'll play pudding when I get the cards. I have a box coming. I have 2 boxes coming, but one of them's not coming until I think October. So I will probably do a video on the box. I do have some of the boosters coming, I think tomorrow or today when you guys see this video. So we might do some pack openings, and yeah, that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are great. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. I hope more people ever know.